Alright, good enough. Let's do this shit. Alright, we're gonna flame today. Just kidding. We're gonna go test some stuff from the Nova Cup and see what people can do better. Because people do be making mistakes, and kind of fun to see what they can do better. I'm just gonna go through the final games first. Alright, first game. Let's see. What was interesting about this game? I mean, could test this to fix it. Could test this to see if Witter can get a better hold, most likely. But this is the first thing that's interesting. Oh, well, it's more the Wave 11 builds. So Fake One had the option. Vampire was in the game, got saved. This is his board. And since technically we have full control where to put a Doomsday and a Seedling, we're allowed to build however we want. So what is the range on this? 400 by 50. So in game his Doomsday tanked nothing. Maybe you could do here even. I don't know, maybe too much, but let's see. We need the Doomsday to tank a lot. Because with Vampire, this thing's kind of a demon on 11. Kind of undertaking, to be honest. See how it goes. Well, I can tank half wave, so maybe that split needs to be even lower. Yeah, it looks fine. Yeah, he got Giga punished for misswitching that. If he holds this, the game is super duper winnable. Because look at that game. I think he gets cooked by Resun on 12. Yeah, so basically feeds King like a bunch of gold. King never leaks. I mean, he holds here, to be fair, but then the game is pretty much over because they don't have an answer to. They try something to play for 18, and King just holds there anyways and leak them both. So that's pretty much that game. Not too much crazy stuff that happens. I mean, this was crazy. There's probably. I would have thought that there's a position where you shouldn't leak to that with this, this, and this on your board, but probably the Mudman has to either be in the split or like 4th column so that the Green Devil is full damage, maybe? I'm not sure. But I don't think that's worth testing. This probably is worth testing. Like, I doubt this is very consistent at all, but let's see. Because it basically saved Fake One's game, and basically this is the reason why they were able to win, to be honest, because basically ruined Witterson's game and saved Fake One's game. And the Mimic going left, I think we all know is consistent. I think the part that might not be very consistent is the Pilgrim living and getting another heal up here. Yeah, it's dead. And then this should be a leak. Yeah, and this isn't a small leak either. This is pretty big. 94%. Bunch of creeps and a Mimic. So, yeah, Fake One. The genius of LTD in-game. Managed to hold there. I mean, that pretty much wins them that game. Pretty huge swing there. Because if you look at what happens in that game, basically, Witter, in order to do this, he overbuilds here, and he went 3 into 7, and King is already taking advantage of Fake One being low workers, and then Witter himself is super pushed now. and he really needs the gold. Anybody gone there? Would create a longer wave. Maybe he can send like. I don't think Poeted had that much left in the middle, but maybe he did. So like maybe they can get like a little extra gold income. I mean, he basically puts himself in a spot where maybe he could have gotten the Fire Lord or something like that instead. And he might have still ended up leaking 10, but maybe not so bad. They take less king damage, etc., etc. Yeah, pretty huge. I don't think anything else in this game is too crazy. Yeah, Witherson leaks here. This I don't think would ever leak to any send. And then... Oh, there was something else here. I was surprised this holds so good, minus 515. And I think it's because the send is bad, but... I didn't really think about it too much when I was watching it live. Cause like, I probably would have sent something similar if I was in game, but... from my discoveries, like I'm pretty sure you need a Needler versus this board normally. And this board meaning like some sort of Doomsday board. Like Needler ended up being very good versus that. And I mean, Ogre looked good finding the Exo to send that. Just because it looked like in game he just ran out of damage, and the Doomsday was kind of able to vibe with all the healers. Like the Sen just didn't have enough damage. Because this board is very low damage to begin with, so sending tanks doesn't really help. This already looks way better. In game, it was just a boss leak. I mean, like I thought the boss was pretty low too. Maybe I was wrong about that, but this looks better and maybe would kill them. Because the game is very, very close. And a big part of that was this hold from Poeted here on 17. So if they change that, maybe, because, yeah, I mean, this is an insane hold. They take 75, it's like 65% king here, so if they take any more, we probably can't overbuild like this. Maybe it's like down a gun, fake one is, I don't know. I don't know if he's down anything, but yeah, definitely could have been enough for King and Winter to win that game. Okay, so that's pretty much it from the second game. Let's look at the third game. This game's probably a bit weird, just because yes, the game. I mean, I'm not sure there's much to say in terms of like holding. Like, I wouldn't expect this board to be able to hold, with those units to ever be able to hold 8 well. On 10, I mean, I guess I could test, like, probably going Death Cap and another Sky Queen would be stronger. If he would, yeah, he wouldn't have, maybe saw, like, a Harpy or some Seedlings to get it done. I mean, that's, like, something worth considering, because they took a lot of king damage here, so. Oh, whoops. I mean, we can test that. It's not like the craziest thing. So let's just go, we're at 1485, so let's go down this. Let's go down this, let's go up this. Well, you wouldn't get 15 gold from selling, but 10 gold. Eh, I mean, close enough, right? Hola mi amigo. What's up, KK? So even snipe the mole like this, Sakura split tanking, I mean... Looks better to me already. I don't know if it's old, though. Maybe. Yeah, it is. Or... I mean, he kills the boss, I mean, that's a difference. Maybe not enough to win the game, but... helps do something. I mean, 12 is probably just too soon in this game, if we're being honest. I don't imagine that the fake one leaks to anything. But if they took less damage here, or here, then they're probably a little less on value. I mean, the other play they could have done is not go income king here, but I don't really hate it. Obviously, king built for the wrong wave and probably could have done way better here, but he has Zerker in his role, for example. But he can't always be right about the game. But weighted leaking here is pretty bad, so I guess we can test that. See if there's. I'm fairly confident there's a way to position here, or you, you don't leak. Like, what if we just sell these things? I don't know. How about this for starters? Like, I get some reason to be scared is that you don't have any damage, pierce damage behind this area, so like, guess she could die maybe, but I don't know. Like, alright, I'm wrong. Can't go do that split, I guess, so then just raise it as high as you can, maybe like here. I mean, the bigger problem, to be honest, was the chain on the left made it tank nothing. King also shifted 130 gold on 10. Yeah, you're right. That is definitely another factor that hurt him on that wave. I guess he didn't really have anything he wanted to build. Could have went like... Honestly, even building one coiler would have changed, because one coiler changes the threshold on the robos. Or one like small serpent, I mean, not coiler. It's just full hold, right? It should be, right? Overvalue. Sen is not that good. Versus the board, I feel like, so... Yeah, we're fine. Not much to see there. I mean, wouldn't change the game because they won the game already, but same thing on 14. I mean, he held overvalue on 14, but like, Zero didn't really take anything either, so definitely room for improvement there, I will say. Are you casting? I'm not casting. I'm just reviewing and seeing where we can improve. Because there's definitely a lot of mistakes in these games, even if they're very good plays from players in general. Let's see. This game. What even happened this game? This is just Poeted had a rough game, right? Or not Poeted, sorry. Fake One had a very rough game. Like he went 9 markers here and kind of just fell over 8 shit. I mean, looking at his units, it's pretty unappealing, but Grawl is definitely not ideal here. Probably something like Coiler Tackrat, maybe? Did you show the Mimic versus the... Yeah, I did that one. We got a 92% on my test. I'm pretty sure that I was mentioning how that's just a huge, huge swing. And probably just instantly game losing. Well, not instantly, because I just also showed that they could have won on 15 if King sent better. But to be honest, during the cast, I didn't really think anything was wrong with King Send. Yeah, like here you probably like you just can't build Brawl, pretty sure. Like you just showed Angler. I mean, like you could like assume they want to go 7 versus this build, but you look so shit on 6 as well. Yeah, not much to say here. Like it's not a I mean, like rather you would go upper split here as well. Probably doesn't change much, right? Unless the Tempest somehow died. Yeah, I just think there's better things to build. That's all. Then what happens here? We go Mimic. I thought that was fine. Brute. I mean, it was worth a try, I guess, but he never got the double Brute. Maybe he had a push for it. Like, he did kind of woozy out here. Obviously, he doesn't have great units, but if he was able to push for the second Brute, I think that would have changed the league on King's Lane. GK on 8 over 2 goes Zerk on the left side and straggling it right off tanking the final form. Let's see. That was this game. I didn't even think about that. I just assumed he was cooked to GK, but... oh, right, not this game. Was it this game? Sorry. So he just got... I mean, he killed the GK and a creep this way, right? So what were his options here? So you're saying he would do better if he does something like... this? Against, This looks pretty shit, I can't lie. But maybe, or did you mean like Zerker behind the final? Okay, sure. That would be the logical thing to do if you're gonna build Zerker here. Oh, well, I'm lazy. Let's just load again.
This will be a blast.
Let's go, boys.
I wouldn't think that this does that much better than what he did in game. But yeah, I guess this is looking a little nicer. The bazookas use this kiting, but this looks to be about maybe 1 creep better. Oh, 75%. I think he killed like 2 more creeps. Alright. I guess like the downside is then you have a Zerker in your split. Kind of awkward, but holding better there is definitely something that could have been done. Yeah. 510. He could have also not had 400 bazookas on his board, but I suppose that's a sort of different story. I think with that build, if you have that many bazookas, you are kind of asking for it on 8. Really just don't have any juice. Alright, so where were we? We were like talking about how this is a very bad build choice. This was maybe a chance to go for double brute. I thought this was a very strange income king. Not sure. Oh, I guess it was the egg that made them want an income king, but I don't know if you're supposed to income king here. I feel like you're not allowed to in a game like this where you didn't push. He did miss Pulverizer Pee-wee, the Giga. And yeah, Archer Fraud unit as usual. Especially with a Halo. Those boys do not work well together this early. Ugh, not enough tanks. Kind of a Copsend into Blessing as well. Income King probably the better bet. Yeah, not much to say. They kind of just fell over this game with this Income King. Not like too many big mistakes. How did the build path go this game? Could have went 7 workers, I guess, but definitely could have, right? Just another howler maybe. But sure, we do this. Wave 5, we roll the mass again, we want the split, so we do it like that. Then we overpush. Oh, we actually I forgot that king actually leaked to this, but it was very small and Witter held. I don't really like this resent. Yeah, also I don't feel like he got very good value out of his rats, to be honest. Like here, why not just double hunt? Or, I don't know, you want to hunt something on 5, right? These guys aren't good on 5. So they're better when they're underground here. Obviously wanted to go for a full send, but I don't really buy it versus this board. I feel like wave 6 will be a better try versus this board most of the time. Or wave 7, or wave 8. 5 was definitely a gamble, because another option you could easily have done is just second gate guard here, and that would always hold, unless you're setting a brute. And then this was very optimistic, but it kind of worked. Here, I mean, it is just an overpush. Obviously, Witter committed for it to leak his guy, so it happens. But a safer play would have been to push 1 less and just hunt this rat to build. Was there nothing to build though? Oh. Push 2 workers onto. Maybe it's just like, it's not the worst thing ever to happen, but he was very close to getting mimicked, which would have just ended his game, so I'd probably say it's an overpush. Obviously, in the context of the game, it's an overpush because this guy is low value already and can push hard. But more just a good play for winner, I think. I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with the aggro here. Or just the unfortunate circumstance of getting destroyed. He did kill his mass, so maybe the cat and the split would be better, but then it's just a little too much cope going on. Like, do we think that someone is gonna overpush into their weak wave? Probably not. I mean, this was very bad, I thought, personally, like... well, we can go to this board, I guess, but... yeah, sure, we can go here. I thought you can never, ever not build Kingpin here. Just because Kingpin turns a bounty into a useful unit. Avenger leaves a bounty on your board. So, low stack or not. I guess we can't really see what units he got offered. Can see how much he added, I suppose. He adds 300 value with deleting the mask. Oh no, well not 300. He adds 2. Yeah. Okay. So that's all the gold I'm gonna get. What do I want to do with my golds? I forgot to actually look at what units he has. Obviously, I know 2 of the units he has. So I have like 100 gold left, basically. There's nothing really worth building. Sure, give me the cat stacks, and then give me the... Hello? Give me the split back. That's about even, right? 100 gold. I mean, I guess I didn't spend full 100. Oh, hold on. I also need to send... Kill the brute. Do I ever just snack the ogre? No, onto the boss. Kind of good split tanking though. I don't really remember what exactly it was from the in-game, but I'm pretty sure this boss is way lower HP than in-game. That looks way, way better, I can't lie. Profile... I think it said like 90% in-game or something, pretty sure. Let's go there. Yeah, I mean... Not much to be said there. Same with Weeded, kinda. I mean, yeah, he's redraw or something, so I guess he doesn't have the best units for any of the waves, but yeah, not going Kingpin. Almost always a mistake. Yeah, the difference between having a bounty and a Kingpin is just definitely worth the 250 gold is just way more efficient than anything else you can build. Unless, I guess, you're building Zerkers, but even then... doesn't seem that much better. I guess we can look through the semi-games as well, because those definitely had some mistakes. These 3 games. Okay. Well... Hashtag not worth going 6 workers and getting snailed here. I guess this was pretty cheeky, but Sure, we do this. Whoops. Can we do better here? I thought we did okay, minus 90 considering. I guess, would I change anything? No, I'd probably be very okay with this positioning. Here, a Quacker Turbo Smurfed here. This was in some ways, the difference was that, well, pushing one more would have been hard unless you could push and build like a Serpent, or, I mean, like push 2 Gargs maybe is also okay. You kind of have to read that Slickens will go for the overbuild here and then push harder. But we also don't have a great mole answer on 8, so I guess it's reasonable to stay a little closer to value. But if we push, we get the Brute, and then I think with the Brute, this should leak. This is obviously a troll. Well, Slickens, when I talked to him, said that he didn't think that it was a troll, because he thought that they would never ever go 9 against him, so he was just going to overpush, get his area. But to be honest, in my mind, I think it would be always correct to just get his area here. If you look at the rest of the units, no one is going to do damage on this board forever, so just get the Azaria now. He hardened this Mudbin on 8, so playing around recent seems pretty reasonable to me, because like versus a board like this, I would just send twice if I could, and that is what they do, and they leak him both times, and he still doesn't have an Azaria, and he ends up overbuilding to get it here. I guess we can test this. I mean, don't think it's much to say besides like I'm pretty sure he leaks. This was also another, well, I suppose it's a mistake only if he leaks, but I thought it was kind of bad that he doesn't go Divine in this game. But I mean, this bad boy's still smurfing. Oh, it actually dies. And yeah, instantly punished for not taking Divine. Yeah, this probably wins the game. But if you want to see the difference, we can do like load. Can I sell this and it'll lose here, right? Okay, good. Where the fuck is Antler? Here we go. Power up. Divine Bless, just to make my point very clear. Yay. Divine Doomsday. Oh, well, we end up hitting the... whatchamacallit. But, would you look at that? It's a full hold. Amazing. We still won the game. Even if Wicked Sun properly a take 1 went for the Divine, he would have been Bing chilling here, so... definitely a mistake to go hero there when the game is definitely not about 12. So... this game, right? Anything else that happened that game? 114. Sure. I did think double 4 wasn't the best end, but it did just slash onto the Phoenix because he doesn't have a way to play around it. I also thought that double GK wasn't the best send versus this, but I'm honestly not sure what is. I guess, well, in my head, what would I send? I don't know. I don't really love a lot of the sends here, but I guess we can try some stuff. Sure. I just don't really love double GK versus Doomsday on 16. The unit doesn't do that much damage, right? And the GKs aren't bad versus the DKs, but I feel like I'd rather send damage. I guess the frogs are getting cooked by the Aquas in the Doomsday, so maybe that makes them worse as a send. Maybe melees would be better sends. I mean, so far it does not look like that much better of a send. But you can kind of see he has no damage. Didn't really kill a lot of the creeps even without tanks being sent. Technically, then numerically is worse, so I think that's not the send. Well, if that's not the send, then I don't know. We could try something like probably you want Horus no matter what. Then oh, sure, I guess. Let's try this. I mean, Centaur should not be horrible versus this board. Oops, I want that. Definitely want that. Centaur kind of letting the people down from what I can see, actually. Definitely not this send either. I'm too shit. Yeah, we ain't talking about you, little mans, don't worry. We'll get to you. Okay, how about something stupid like... There we go. Even send us snails so that Doomsday had a chance. Ogre Bogers. You guys just too OP. You guys all are getting sniped. Maybe double GK is just the juice versus build still. Looks like melees are definitely not the sun though. The range stuff looked way better. Honestly, the witch is delaying by like taking some of the shots is kind of nice. Yeah, I don't know. Not too bad either way. Not a big swing either way. Now what? Okay. Quickly view that game to see if anything else went wrong. I don't think so. Okay. This game. This is the Dark Quacker Giga game, isn't it? Cha-cha-cha. Shit units to build, I guess. Whatever. Tried your best. Added 40 plus 165. Yeah, that was like about your gold, right? Yeah, whatever. No complaints, really. Get the big motherfucker. Fake one runs it down. Oh, I mean, I guess we can take... we can test fake one as if... But he built fake one, but he builds better. I guess. I don't think it's that interesting, but... sure, 425 value. Let's just...
Welcome to Nova. Welcome to Nova.
425 value. Giga.
Let's go, boys.
My god, I even got that nightmare to split tank. What a demon. Well, to be honest, this looks kind of shit because I'm building a gate card here. That doesn't really pop off. My point being that it's also similar leaks. Hold on. Yeah, it's the exact same leak, but I have a way better board for later. Yeah. I mean, there's probably some better positioning, but you can't be a nerd because you can't dream up everything. You still have to build within the context of the game. So maybe you would have built the gate guard here or like the crusher here, and it's just better or something. But yeah, whatever. The main point is that. Well, I guess I shouldn't have closed out. Main point is that you would have been able to be fine on 7. Because then you don't look like such a clown when you build double steed here. In fact, you're like maybe okay with building a steed here. And maybe you just feel stronger because you have gate guard. And then here, when you get offered all these units, like you could just go hard, you could just go Pegasus, and it wouldn't be that end of the world. But more, you wouldn't have a flower, you wouldn't have a fire archer, you would just have a gate guard or harb, and you could also just go cat. I mean, there's just infinite more options. After that, the game, there's not much left in this game, right? We're just, Quacker's just a million years ahead. Okay, I mean, Quacker trolled the fuck out of 15. Sure, we can just go, like, take a look to make sure that we're not actually bullshitting, but, here, I'll just move one of the units, because that's the wrong thing. Yeah, well, you built that on the wave as well, so here you go. I'll even give you the poly.
Welcome to Nova.
I don't remember the set. Profile, the big one. This game, right? 15. I have to take giants now. Oh fuck, that's just gonna ruin the rest of the fucking sandbox. Great. Where the fuck is Vance? Okay, Shaman. How did I just like forget the send in like 2 seconds? Was it just giant snails the rest? You play more today? Maybe it'll be easier if I just go here. Yeah, shit, you played a whole. No, you didn't. It's still here somewhere. Okay. It is. Oh, there's a mole and some giant snails. Sure. Is that more Mythium than you got? I don't think so. Oh, 620, alright. Well, our pilgrims are still idiots, it looks like, so can't hold, but yeah, something about this looks a bit better because the boss dies. Yeah, so lesson learned, guys. Don't make your punk actually tank on 15, because otherwise it's not really useful unit. I mean, maybe there's some sort of like build choice things that we could have done as well, but less important. Third game. Cha-cha. Oh, I mean, since I spent like 10 minutes flaming seconds for this one on cast, maybe we should actually go check it. Okay. Oh, that's not what I meant. 5. I'm gonna just go back to the profile, man. Like, why did I do this? Okay. Let's delete this, Wait, did I get too much gold back? No, I get 140 gold, so what would I do with 140 gold? The problem is if you upgrade this bad boy. Oh, this was the idea I had. Oh, giant snails, man. Yeah, I mean, you're not holding Giant still on 5, let me tell you that. Okay. Da da da. What cha. There were a bunch of things from yesterday's games as well.
Welcome to Nova.
Can also take a look at them. Oh wow, the load is still there. That's very friendly of the game to do that. Oh hey, give me that money back too. No idea if this was better, but kind of what I was thinking. Oh fuck. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe don't do this. Holy shit, the brute is over there. Or? Is this Giga Schmiga, actually? Probably not. Our Woolly Bird is dead. Okay, I mean, it did better than in game, so like, how bad could it have been? Holy fuck, that is a huge raid. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Let me just reload, because... I mean, we can try, like, the very stupid idea of just going Green Devil here and then hoping that the boss dies. Can you tell me what I should have built with my last YOLO roll? I mean, sure, I can do that. Just let me finish looking at this. Yeah, I mean, this works exactly like I thought it would, where we just never killed the boss, and yeah, okay, well, that's way worse. So I'm assuming that's why Slicken's didn't do that. Then, what other choices do you have? Something like... Also doesn't look very appealing. But we need some magic damage to kill the boss. I mean, the realistic thing to do was to not go 6 workers and then be able to play the game here, but... Yeah, this doesn't look that bad. It looks pretty bad. A bit better than in game, of course, but... I think any way you look at this, it's not going to be too inspirational. I can try something like... Then, like... Giga Split, maybe try and drag the stuff onto the Maiden. Because this Maiden just needed... I mean, there's a reason why the Maiden's on the wall, but if it's not on the wall, it's also way better. The problem is, like, all these things are still alive, so then the Maiden never gets aggroed. I mean, the reason why the Maiden's on the wall is so that it only hits the stuff that the Whirlybird's gonna hit and fucks the threshold, but... Or makes the threshold good, rather than... 2 mass on 2, the game is playable? Yeah, maybe that as well. He also just won 7 workers for fun, so... Definitely a dopamine move. Alright, let's take a quick look at ToHoe Co. Player not found, ToHoe Co. Oh, that's because your name is just ToHoe. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Your last YOLO roll. I mean, I can't see your full choices, but... I mean, Casket Seedling looks fine with that opener. 7 workers. Nice. Yeah. No. Well, I mean, your game would have been fine if you didn't build this into building that. Like, we built some, just like get some, I don't know, build some harpies, build a wild shroom, like something that isn't a Sakura and then something that isn't a banker, and that looks fine. And then on 10 you maybe have a Sky Queen ready, and like obviously you might have to build some more violets, but otherwise your early game looks fine. I think you played that fine. Okay, back to Flower Harpy, Howler, Banker. I think it's fine. Probably take Howler though in that role. Looks like you want some more tanks. Yeah, I guess Slickens also could have just went Gargoyle on 2. But that build is also fine. So it's this game, right? I mean, after 5, to be honest, I thought the game was just cooked. Fully cooked. Man, oh, I hated this income from Slickens as well. But it's all because he has 2 whirlybirds. Yeah, something went wrong here, but I don't know. Let's see what Quacker could have done differently. This is his board on 6. He pushes. I mean, with your units, kind of have to just overbuild here and take it. Yeah. I mean, there's not much you would have been able to build either way, but add the fist on the left, I hold. I can see that as well. Get some better split tanking going with your Pilgrim and your Atoms. Yeah, I mean, if you hold here, maybe you can no push, get that DK out. But without a DK, your roll just doesn't come together. If you don't after ink on 9, yeah, this was very unfortunate as well. Good job holding here. Ooh, it's not your job to hold here. Ooh, yeah, this 16 skip, I thought you guys are just crazy motherfuckers. But yeah, your build is not in good shape. I think I would not play for a second chieftain at this point. Probably have to try and get the DK for 14, but your build is very compromised on 14 as well. Slickens was super confident. I mean, it is his job to hold. I think Penny even thought he might hold, but I don't think he's holding. He has no damage, right? Just 2 Tantrum Mass, not enough. Just not enough value, to be honest. Yeah, that game was... It was a game. What else were we looking at? Oh, maybe this has one of the things that was like I spotted was just bad. No, it doesn't really have it. Oh, I mean, it does have this where like we just had a Phoenix on our board on 16 this game, which was just unconscionable to me to actually build this Phoenix, especially with Pawn Shop. Not a good unit for this 17 hold. If I hold 10, I think the game is much easier. Yeah, for sure. You guys have a little more angles when you don't get King and Rich there. I mean, that's pretty much it from today's games. I feel like we covered most of the mistakes. Do we go on a deep dive and look at some match histories and see what's good? We could do that. I was not watching all the afternoon games, so I missed out on a lot of them, but let's have a look at our favorite dopamine chaser, FC Lucy. Okay, what have we been playing? We're playing a nice little cartel game. What else is new? Lizard into Shadow Wings. He's Fiesta though. Oathbreaker here. Okay. I mean, just because you have Butcher, I don't think means you want to greed here, but right, sure. Long Wave. Double Robo. Nice catch. I feel like sending here usually will... Unless you're sending for a leak, I feel like it's not worth, but... I guess he just got lucky and got a... Not lucky, but, you know, unfortunate that he gets a Giga Schmiga per leak. Okay, we go to 16 workers. Send. Probably have to send again. We get caught. Well, that's to be expected. Well, we didn't have to push 3 workers to that send, I'll tell you that. Maybe we just get the headshot and be reasonable here and catch the resend. It's very likely we push for about nothing. we push for a snail, and we probably leak him without a snail. Also, if he didn't build an egg, we might not leak him, so. Okay, we go second Zerker. Push some more. We're looking very bad on 11 and 12. And we do get cooked. Because we overpush, we have to income into him again. And then we try this cope send. And yeah, we're cooked on 12. Our build sucks. And then what happens? We push. They overbuild for 14. They send while overbuilt, and we don't leak our guy. And we don't hold. But we start pushing to no send because we wanted to try and catch them skipping. Yeah. Are you a fan of Zerker left or right? I like it on the left. The main reason for the right used to be that like you needed to do it so that you could hold 60, but that's not the case anymore. You can hold 60. No, should be no problem as long as you have the unit. Why are there 221 games? Christ. Okay, let's look at Lucy Dopamine Chaser game. Ashton Butcher Fiesta Aviator with the Giger sauce. Okay, Snail on 2. It's toxic as fuck. Well, getting... Yeah, that's, I mean, 8 workers. Well, I mean, I guess Slicken said I don't care about my egg anyways, so sure, fine, it's fine for Lucy to leak. Goes resend, sure. Pushing good, goes resend again. Pushing well, goes resend again and catches Ashton building for the wrong wave. It's good. Yeah, this one is too cope, I think. We can take our income here, I think. Here gets perfect gold for Avenger, I guess. You might, if you expect Mimic, it might be better still to go Alpha plus, well, plus something. But yeah, fair enough. Okay, we want to go 9 probably. Turbo cook our guys there. What are we building? We're going Alpha. I agree. Go second Daphne. It's fine with me. Guy has 2 pyros, so we try to leak. What? You can hold with 2 pyros on 10? I just don't believe that. What? $14.30 value? It's not even like crazy. I mean, it's gotta be the fact that it's a Hermit Sen and not just the Brute, right? Like, or, I mean, there's no split as well. I don't know.
Welcome to Nova. I will maul you.
I mean, wait, why does this value say 1500 here? The rat doesn't get counted as hunted, I guess? Yeah, Hermit can't be the play, I think. Anyways, income schmincome. That's fine. What's our play? 15? Oh, whoa. What's going on here? He did this while saving on Slickens. That's pretty naughty. Slicken's obviously very cooked here. Whoa, what the f... Like, so we pushed to leak someone who's gonna leak anyways? Or what's going on here? Yeah, something doesn't seem right about this play. Maybe it also Giga pushed. This Elliot holds here. And he leaks the... Holy fuck. Everyone is just so Omega Turbo push this game. It's crazy. And no one is trying to hold anything. Like, everyone just wants to hit some dopamine. Kind of looks like some bullshit long save to me, but oh well. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, bro, he could not build it hold here, man. Like, what? Hello? 19? And they're dead. And Elliot saved for LTD 10. I mean, they're not going 20 against this field, big man. I guess he thought he would just never leak Aviator if he ever sent. And or maybe they really thought it was 20, but like they're not going 20. Lucy kind of tried to scale into the game with the income, but then they just saved and they were already very strong. Like you can't really scale harder than them if everyone is just like super fed. Also, what am I doing still here? Let's take another look. Sure, we can look at a victory. What are we playing? We're playing Fiestar. Double Archer. Yeah, I went for double Snail. Sure. Good leak here. Acceptable leak. End up going king because Aviator's too safe. Well, more that. You know, this is so funny to me. Like, Elliot in tournament, like 4 workers on 2, 6 workers on 4. Elliot on ladder, like 5 workers on 7 workers on 3, 8 workers on 4 to no send. Eh? What? We have a Fiesta teammate, don't we? Maybe Seraphin here does better? Maybe not. Either way, it would have been it's a good Fiesta. Okay, Lucy pushing. Catches Aviator slipping. Or wait, this is Ashton. I'm fucking drunk. Yeah, I mean, bad mistake by Ashton here. Like, these units suck, man. And Lucy's pretty pushed from what you can see. Like, if you're 11 workers, then Lucy's probably around the same. So, yeah. Like, I would try and get a green double here if, like, I want to hold stuff, but yeah, I guess maybe he even shifted a little bit for Punk. No, probably not. Probably just pushed. Lucy gets this. Very nice. I mean, just getting income fed the whole game is so nice. And then, I mean, poor Ashton. What can you do against this Sen with these units? Nothing. Yeah, and then you're also cooked here. Lucy gets another Fiesta on 10. What a beast. But now we have the super nice build. Everyone super pushes. Lucy super pushes, but still gets Doomsday and pretty much snacks it. Gets a Fiesta even. Then they go 14. Ogres. Yeah, Ogres are definitely the correct send. Ogre Bogres. Don't really want it 15. Your full kings would probably want to send now while you're Giga pushed. Keep pushing. Skip. What are their values? Yeah, Ashton looks like that does look like a push, but I guess it could have been a shift since Aviator's on value. Double Centaur, all the juice, 1 million violets just claps this. I mean, kind of wants to be range send, right, against violets, but yeah, I mean, Lucy probably does good no matter what the send. Who won Div 1? Wooderson and King Dance, they won Div 1. And then they were aiming 17 the whole time versus the Phoenixes. Aviator sneaks in some Boars, but I mean, that's a 1580 cent. And then what do? We just turbo push for something? No, we turbo overbuild. Oh, we just go 1 million eggs. Everyone going 1 million eggs. So Ashton must be redraw this game, right? Yeah, okay. And then doesn't look like a 21 cent, right? Looks more like 22 this game. They add too much value in between the waves, or I don't know, do they? Lucy's only build is violets, but it looks like Elliot does the best. I mean, he's getting the by far the smallest send, and he has pretty much the same value as Ashton, like 1k less. So you would expect him to do the best here, but that's a pretty good job by him. Very strange games happening here. Just super fed giga income games. What's going on here? Okay, what is Lucy playing? Cartel abusing again. Disgusting. Okay, Snail's Ashton. Double Crusher. Big's Ashton again. Okay, we'll play 5 workers respectively. 7 workers. Whoa, no push Orchid. Is this the same FC? Is this the real FC Lucy? But I guess she's covering for her teammate. Now she Giga Turbo Omega pushes. And then gets caught. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like I would be saying to myself, I want to have a vet here at the very, very minimum, because you have an Orchid on your board. Getting recent full here is like pretty expected. But maybe she pushed to get that more brutes into Ashton. Fair enough. I think he was probably leaked with a Robo instead of a 3rd brute, either way, but catches him again. I mean, yeah, Ashton's units are looking very suspicious on this wave. And then, I mean, this is a nice hold. Holding the butt of boys. Didn't even boost. What a Chad. Well, she is 1210 value on 9, so I am. Maybe we don't say she's a Chad for that. Just intelligent. Then income. Yeah, I mean, could have went for a 12 play maybe, but 11 cheeky. Catches him. Is this aggressive spell? No, it's just pulverizer on the gun. And we actually get caught on 12 because of Ram. And we try to cheeky 12 resend. So what goes wrong here? We don't boost, and then our split is probably too high, but we also went white main for not that much value. We also pushed to no scent, so a couple of things that went wrong there. But I'm curious, maybe if you fix this split, it looks better. It's important that the gun doesn't die, obviously, while hitting a ramp, but as pulverizer, the problem with like a split that high, I would think, is that
Welcome to Nova.
the ram is going right, and then only the gun is focusing it, so
How do I turn this thing off?
let's see what we can do better. Maybe wave 12, right? We built those 2 peewees in the white main. Okay, let's just say we still build the white main. Fuck it, why not? But let's give ourselves 2 peewees worth of gold back. Ram. I don't know if that was the actual scent, but yeah, the split is still too high. For my taste, at least. Oh, now our rocket's on it. That's pretty much all I wanted to see, to be honest. Does that actually make a meaningful difference? Orchid going on the ram? No, it's 1 creep. Okay. Well, then I suppose the next thing we can test is... Well, 3 is good. Well, give me a white main back, and so give me 2 peewees back, and then give me like antler, full boost, ram, mole. don't imagine that white man is that good value here, but... Well, let me just eat my words real quick. Yeah, well... We might just be cooked to the ram there. Good to know, though. I mean, that is... I think it's worth trying to do that, though, because, like... I mean, the orchid... Oh, that's not the right profile. The orchid is meant for the ram, so... If we get onto the ram, that should be good news for us. Whatever, but... Anyways, wave 12, bad trade. It's like... Probably I prefer just Income King here, and assume Ashen doesn't grief. Probably has to be 16. Looking at everyone's values, we're just looking a little too chilling. I mean, everyone knows it's 16 as well. Yes. This time Lucy changes her split so that she actually focuses the ram down. Well, that's a disgusting hold, to be honest. Can we send better versus that? It's literally a full board of good value, though. I don't really like the second ram, I guess. Test that. I feel like I prefer some damage, maybe. What damage is good, though? Centaur, I guess, probably looks the most appealing. Welcome
to Nova.
So one ram for sure, one Centaur. Probably Pack Null is like still fine. Maybe I can try double Centaur after, but... I mean, Centaur is getting a lot of cleaves off, but it's still like a lot of tank value for this wave. Jesus. Okay, nothing ever dies. Full holes. And try this, I guess. No mole will obviously make the wave a lot more fragile. Centaurs should be a lot more DPS, but the wave is also just dead in like half a second. Yeah, just okay. We did try our best, didn't we? Alright. Let's see. Go back to that wave 16. So they actually live on the left side. I mean, this guy does extremely well. Rise ends up being like a bad send, but I wouldn't have said it's a bad send from the outgo. Maybe it's fine anyways, but it's just that he goes for spam rather than something big that's viable. So maybe something like Witch could have been better. I don't know. Or Centaur looks like promising, but he has obvious counters to Centaur because he's a Hardened Golem in the split. Maybe play for 19, right? So what happens here? Lucy doesn't really push, kind of expects to get pushed on 18, but I think you trust Shadow there. And you're not actually looking bad on 18. But, okay, to be fair, her value just drops off a cliff. Oh, that's because... I was like, why did her value just disappear? There's the Sui action going on. Doesn't leak Mr. Ashen here. I don't really like GKs, but he probably holds everything. GKs just feel like they die too fast to the fade up, but... And is this just a 21? Maybe a 22 even. Or? Maybe it's 21, right? Pretty reasonable with their workers to get to these sends. And Shadow just has a really good 21 build, like Aziria plus Ranger, Daphne, White Main Juice for tank value. And both their sends are bigger than the one that Shadow gets, right? And that's what matters. This Ashton build just isn't as good on 21 without that much damage. More of like a stall build. Alright. Time set 10:30. Let's go one more game maybe. Another Lucy W. Is she playing Fiesta again? Wait, we didn't just watch. She just has this roll again. Alright. So, wait, no, or wait. I thought I was watching the same game. It's exactly the same build, pretty much. Goes for the Hermit. Gets him. I think you take that. Pretty greedy hunt to push and hunt here. Probably gotta choose one or the other. They get Lucy here. He doesn't really want to build a Violet, it seems. Goes for the Disciple, but I mean, that makes her way weaker. And we could also went Slime Siren, I guess. Those were the options. She kind of copes and goes for another full send, but prefer income here, I feel like makes more sense to me, and then try and hold pressure on 7, really. Ideally. Well, we have pressure on 7, as it turns out, no matter what. I mean, this Archer unit, man. I mean, I guess it's more just he doesn't have Arcane here, but I feel like even if it's 90 gold, Arcane doesn't really help. Double Brew is just a big send, to be fair. A little cope from Lucy, but not a big deal. And then... Okay, wait. Guess she felt kind of safe here, but she got rammed. It's Lizard Army as well. What? Was she drunk or just trying something? Because I mean, it can't be double GK versus this. I don't know if it's leaking, but double GK versus Yuria, Sorcerer, Archer. Suspicious. Then we do really good here with the Secret Starcaller Slime Siren tech. Elliot also has all the juice for 15. And what? Okay, so go for the Giga Mega overbuild into 19. That is a good call. Kind of leaves them with no outs. Ashen almost holds here, but not quite enough. And Lucy just snacks it obviously with that roll. Pretty nice calling in the mid game. Like, what was that 15 skip? It's pretty ballsy. Did they have Kingsword or something? What? No, just insane holds, I guess. I mean, they're a 4K value. And then those 12 to 15, they kind of just overbuild forever. Alright. Call it a day. Hold on. Who is streaming? Browse. Legion TD. There's no one streaming besides this one guy, so we'll go raid him. And thank you for the follow. No idea who this is, but he's playing Legion. So we go there. Alright, bye-bye.